When they say she get it from her mama, I'ma say you got it right. Body with a skin polite, don't be in the humble type. Tell me, is you down? Cause I'm tryna go good tonight. Hoes ain't hope she's left and right. I just wanna live in a fantasy.
Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tatiana, and today I'm back with another video. Before we get this video started, you guys, make sure you go subscribe and turn on the notifications and give this video a big thumbs up. By the title of this video, you guys know that I am going to be sharing with you guys micro habits so that I can basically get started with the year, but also intentionally start the year slowly. I know for some people that might sound weird, like, why do you want to jump into the year slow? But for me, I feel like when you try to speed and like rush through getting stuff done or like rush through getting your goals done, you tend to stumble along the way. So my word for this year is intentional. And I just really want to take my time with everything that I'm doing. I really want to carefully plan things out. I really want to be organized with the things that I'm planning. And I just want to take it slow, like start running off, like pace yourself, you know, like start off slow and then take off full speed. But before we get fully into the video, you guys know I gotta hit you with the verse of the day. So the verse of the day is coming to you guys from Proverbs chapter 19, verse 21, and it says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." And basically that just means we can make all the plans in the world that we want to for our life, but if it's not in alignment with God's will for our life and with his plans and the things that he wants to actually happen in our life, it ain't gonna happen, okay? Like, God's plans are always better than our own. He created us, he formed us, and he knows exactly what it is that we need when we need it, okay? So as I always say, God is amazing. Get some Jesus in your life. But as I said, I'm going to be sharing micro habits that I am doing to jumpstart getting started with my goals, but also take it slow at the same time. So of course, I have my journal here to keep me on track so that I can be real detailed and real specific, okay, about these things that I'm trying to make happen this year, starting with this month. So these are in no particular order. The first thing that I have down is get back to the 5 a.m. club. As a mom, I need to be waking up before my kids do. Not just waking up before they do. I need to be waking up literally an hour to an hour and a half before they do, so that I have my time in the morning to just mentally prepare for what the day is going to be, so that I have my time to do my devotionals in the morning. That's super important to me, to just have my time to get my mind right as myself, as Tatiana, before I have to pour in and do all of the other things that require me to do with all the other hats that I have. So getting back to the 5 a.m. club is my huge goal this year. But what do I need to do to make that happen? First of all, I need to be going to sleep no later than 11 o'clock. I am a night owl. I feel like I get the best of my work done at nighttime, but also comment below if you're a mom. Our night times are our mommy times. Like, that's our times that we basically just get to unwind and relax. So whether I'm editing a video or I'm scrolling or I'm watching something on TV, like, my nighttime is something that I cherish because I don't get that a lot during the day. And speaking of scrolling, I also want to cut that out before going to bed. I don't want to do any scrolling, any type of social media, anything before going to bed, because I just want to give my mind that time to rest and relax and reset, so that way my body can be calm and it'll be easier for me to fall asleep. And if I am going to do something to stay up, or if I am doing something laying in the bed, I kind of want to do activities that are just relaxing. So maybe journaling, or like reading a book, like reading some scriptures, reading a devotional, like reading something that's going to mentally like strengthen my mindset, which in return will probably make me tired because I'm not much of a reader. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like to read, but I also want to make that more of a habit this year, to read things instead of listening to the audio, like listening to a podcast or listening to, you know, my Bible verses or whatever if I have my Bible app. Lately I've been more into my Bible than my Bible app, period, but I just want to do something that's mentally stimulating, and I know that scrolling on my phone is not going to help at all. So that's something that I'm working heavily toward, and I know that those broken down steps is going to help me to reach that goal of being able to wake up every morning at 5 a.m. Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday, I'm not too much worried about it, but Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. is my goal. The second goal that I have on my list is to become consistent with building that dream body that body that for me would be like my mommy makeover body. I want to basically start focusing more on my eating habits, be consistent with the meal plan, making sure that I'm hydrating my body. And so the micro habits that I can do to reach that big goal, I first need to figure out which foods are going to give me the results that I'm looking for. Like, I want to lean out in my stomach, but I also want to continue to gain a booty. So I need to figure out what foods are gonna help me to lean out, and also what foods are gonna help me to get those gains that I'm looking for. I also need to be meal prepping for 3 to 5 days. I used to do meal prepping where I would have one meal for lunch and then one meal for dinner. But I've noticed that my food was actually getting bad quicker because I was either leaving it in the freezer too long and it was getting frostbitten and it just wasn't tasting as fresh as I wanted it to, or I was getting burnt out and tired of eating the same thing, so I just didn't eat it. In return, it started to go bad because I wasn't focusing on it at all. So I'm gonna keep it at a minimum of 3 to 5, which means I'm eating at least one healthy meal. With incorporating other healthy things, of course, is my goal. But I'm gonna be eating a minimum of one healthy meal 3 to 5 days out of the 7 days a week. To focus on the hydration piece and making sure that I am filling up my body with as much water as I need, I'm gonna make sure that I'm keeping my water bottle filled. But in my defense, I don't know why my daughters think that my water bottle is the community water bottle, because when I tell you, I will go pick up my water bottle after filling it up and it will be halfway to less than halfway. It's basically no water in there at all, and they have their own water bottles. So it's not making sense to me why they feel like they need to drink all of my water. I've made the announcement multiple times, my water bottle is not the community water bottle. My water bottle is not the house water bottle. My water bottle is for me. If y'all are thirsty, including their daddy, like, it's always the daddy and the kids. Like, it's always the daddy and the kids. Like, go get your own water and leave my water bottle alone. Thank you. I also want to be consistent with a gym routine. And when I say consistent, I don't just mean going to the gym anywhere from 4 to 6 days a week. I mean going to the gym and doing intentional workouts on the areas that I really want to improve to help me to see the results that I'm looking for quicker, so that I'm not going to the gym and just doing anything. It's okay to work out and move your body, but what I'm noticing about this fitness journey is you have to be very intentional with not just the foods that you eat, with not just working out, but with the type of workouts that you do, the type of protein that you put in your body, like the type of fats, the type of carbs. Like, it's a lot to learn, but I feel like if I'm willing to learn and I'm willing to stay consistent and stay the course and really give it my all, like, this could be the year that tummy goes away. I'm claiming it. My third big goal for this year is get back to posting 2 times a day on my socials, as well as posting 2 times a week on YouTube, which on my channel, I have not posted 2 times a week. I have posted before when I was doing Vlogmas, or when I was trying to vlog every single day on the family channel that I have with the girls. But with my channel, I have not done that, which means I have not vlogged twice a week or put 2 vlogs up on my channel in 1 week in forever. Okay, so in order for me to be able to hit that big goal, posting the way that I want to more consistently and more frequently, is batch recording. I'm gonna pick a day to batch record my content. I'm going to change my outfit multiple times and create multiple different reels. I am going to record YouTube videos. Like, I'm going to turn my reels into shorts. Like, I'm going to basically have a content day and just have content stored in my phone, so that way when I get ready to go post, I don't have to worry about creating the content and then trying to post it at the same time. I already have something to pull from because I was prepared and I batch recorded my content. Like, literally a game changer. I'm also going to review my analytics to see how well my posts are performing. I think that when you're being consistent, you basically give the algorithm on whatever platform you decide to post on, you give the algorithm like that heads up that, like, hey, like, I'm here, I'm posting, like, I'm throwing out content, and in return, people are going to let you know. Your analytics is gonna let you know what it is that people really like and what it is that people prefer, because you're giving them more content to have more options to figure out what it is that they want to see from you. So even though I'm going to have content batch recorded, it will help for me to regularly check my analytics so that the next time I have a batch record day, I know like, okay, this content performed well, so let me do more of this time, or maybe not do so much of that type of content, but stick to doing this content. Like I know what my audience wants to see because of my consistency with posting and because of my checking my analytics to see what it is that's performing well and what's not doing so great. I'm also going to engage more on social media. I struggle with that one, I'm not gonna lie, because I sometimes feel like with social media, people can be a little funny. I feel like people choose to engage with like their certain few, and then they have those other people who they take the engagement, but they kind of look at them as like, oh, you're a part of my audience, you're a part of my community. Like I don't necessarily have to engage with you because you're engaging with me. And I don't like that. Like I don't like that about social media. I think not every platform is the same. Like of course, you know, you have TikTok that's different from Instagram, and Instagram is different from Facebook, but I'm the kind of person that likes to engage with everybody until I feel like you're not engaging back with me. But I don't want to let what they're not doing stop me from doing what I know can help me grow. So picking 15 minutes out of the day, randomly throughout the day, to engage on different social media sites and actually scroll down my main page and like and comment and just be a real person and show up on those platforms, because I know when I'm showing the platforms that I'm showing up, they're just gonna continue to kick out my content. Whether the people that I'm engaging with engage back, my content's still gonna get kicked out, and ultimately that's what I want to help for me to grow. I'm also going to give myself time to be able to edit, because when you're batch recording, obviously you have a lot of content that's just sitting there, that's raw content that's not being edited. And for me, before I post my content, I'm gonna edit it, whether I'm editing the lighting or I'm adding words on the screen or I'm cutting certain clips. Like time to edit is super important, especially YouTube videos, especially if I'm going to be posting 2 times a week. So I just feel like when you fail to plan, your plan fails. So if I know that I want to grow, then I need to be very intentional about how it is that I'm trying to grow. And I know that giving myself time to edit and actually paying attention to the time frame that I have so that I can kick my content out, if it's not at the same time, at least it's on the same day, I'm sure to grow with that. Because again, it's consistency. Even if it's not at the same time every single day, people still know that they can look forward to my content on this day or on that day or whatever. Like they know they can look forward to my content. They know at some point throughout the day something is coming because I've been consistent. So the next 2 things that I have to share with you guys is pertaining to my family. To me, it's important to include my family in my goals, because if they know what it is that I'm trying to accomplish, then I feel like it's just easier for them to contribute to what it is that I'm trying to accomplish. So one of my big family goals is to plan weekly my family meals. Like, what is it that we are going to have for dinner? I want to know what it is that we're gonna have for Monday. What is it that we're having for Tuesday? Like, am I gonna cook on Wednesday? Are we eating out on Thursday? Like, I want to come up with a weekly schedule for my family. And of course, there are some breakdowns that's going to help me to be able to reach that big goal. So first things first is creating the meal ideas on Sunday night. I feel like if I take the time, 10 minutes probably at the most, to come up with some meal ideas on Sunday, that will save me a lot of time during the week, so that I'm not figuring out day by day what it is that I'm cooking, because I already wrote it out for the week on Sunday. I'm gonna make sure that I am checking my freezer, my refrigerator, my pantry ahead of time, so that one, I'm prepared with my groceries, and once I'm writing down my list and I'm going based off that list to check to see, do I have that, or no, I need to get that. Like, I'm checking to just make sure that I'm prepared and I have everything that I've already written out. And if I don't, then I'm making sure that I know that I need to go to the grocery store to get those things. But another thing is, I don't know about you guys, but I am the person that does not always write a list. So really 9 times out of 10, I don't write a list. So when I go to the store, I will literally buy 2 cans of tomato sauce and I already have 3 cans in the pantry. I'll buy like a thing of juice and I already have 2 things of juice stored away. Like, I am always buying 2 and 3 and 4 of the same thing, and that can be a waste of money when you don't need it at the time. So that's another reason why I'm going to be checking my pantry and my refrigerator to make sure that I'm not buying things that I just don't need. I'm going to be involving my family in helping me to pick what it is that we have for dinner. One thing about me, I don't really like to cook like that. Like, I will cook, but I feel like it's such a tedious task. I feel like it's very time consuming, and I feel like it takes too much thought to figure out what you're gonna cook, especially when you feel like you cook the same things or like you're running out of ideas. So I'm going to designate my family. There's 5 of us. 𝐒𝐂, I don't know if she can really tell us what it is that she wants, but I know Matt and the girls can tell me what it is that they want. So every night, like, I'm gonna teamwork basically, and I'm gonna ask them, like, hey, what is it that you guys would wanna have during the week? On Sunday nights, when I'm creating my meal plan, I'm going to ask the 3 of them to come up with a meal that they would wanna eat during the week, because I feel like it just makes them feel involved, that they're telling me what it is that they want me to cook, and then I'm just cooking the food that they requested. Like, it's a win-win for all of us. Like, you tell me what it is that you want, and I'll cook it for you. Help me help you. And the 5th thing that I have down is to establish more of a family connection and come up with more of a routine as a family. Growing up, I do not remember at all having much family time. I feel like my dad kind of always did his thing, and then it was just me, my mom, and my brother, and then my parents got divorced, and it's just like I never really had that sense of like the wholesome type family, I guess, that maybe I experienced with my friends or like in other households that I have seen. So with my kids, I want to basically come up with a routine where we can feel more connected. And some of the ways that we can do that is at night, at the end of the day, I want to have a family connection. Let's talk about the things that happened today. Let's talk about the good things that happened today. Let's talk about anything that you want to share today. Let's talk about maybe something that might have happened that wasn't so good today. Like, let's talk about our emotions and how we feel. Like, let's just have a check-in, so that way my kids know that if they're going through anything, they don't have to run and tell this person, or they don't have to go to that person. Like, they have a safe space within their family to be able to talk about what it is that they're going through, because we check in with each other. I also think that it's a good practice when you are talking about the good things that are going on, or trying to find the good in what's going on around you. It teaches them to practice more gratitude, and again, it's just a good practice for us to practice together as a family. Each week, I would like to have a family movie night, or a game night, or an activity night. So whether that's like baking cupcakes and decorating them together, or picking out a family movie where each week I pick a movie, or maybe Lonnie picks the movie the next week. Maybe Kylan will pick the movie the week after that, or maybe we do a color challenge, just an activity where there's no electronics, not me on my cell phone, Matt on his, or the girls on their iPads. We're just coming together and again, spending that quality time together, having that bonding time together, and connecting with each other through a fun activity here at the house. And when we are able to, I would like to go out maybe once a week. It's kind of hard with Matt's schedule because he works, his schedule is just all over the place, but when the time permits itself, I want to take one outing, one activity each week, whether it's to the park to let the girls play, or whether we're doing something that requires money. We are a family of 5 and stuff is not cheap. So whatever it is that we're doing, whether it's money or no money, I just want to be intentional about searching to see what things that we can do outside of the house. Because the girls like to be outside. The girls like to be outdoors, having fun. They're outdoor kids. So that is it, guys, for my January micro habits and how I am jumping into accomplishing some goals by taking small intentional steps. I want you guys to comment below one major goal that you guys have this year, and how you feel like you can jump into getting on that goal by taking it slow and being intentional with how you work on that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you were inspired or encouraged in some type of way. If you haven't done this yet, make sure you go subscribe, turn on the notifications, and give this video a big thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.